Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Morning Mobility with NATEFIT, where we focus on spending 15 minutes every day helping you create a movement habit. Today, we're going to focus on hips and spine. This is going to be a car heavy mobility class. So, we're going to do a lot of cars throughout the class. We're going to start off in our hip car position, lying on our side, hands clasped together. Starting off with hip flexion, pulling that knee to the chest, opening up into abduction, internally rotating the ankle behind the knee, pressing the knee back. I want you to go nice and slow through these, down to midline, knees together, and we'll reverse. Extension, squeeze that glute, coming straight up, pointing the knee to the ceiling, externally rotating, pulling that knee to the shoulder, return to midline, knees together. We're going to do 3 reps on this side. We'll go 3 reps on the other side, and then come back and do 3 more each. Abduction, pointing that knee to the ceiling, internally rotating, going nice and slow, pressing the knee back, squeezing the glute in extensions, return to midline, knees together, and reverse. Extension, slow, 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 pulling that knee up and pointing it to the ceiling, externally rotating, pointing the knee to the shoulder, slowly pulling the knee to the shoulder high as you can. Return to midline, knees together. We have one more here. Flexion, pulling the knee to the chest. Abduction. Internal rotation, rotating the ankle behind the knee. Pressing back into extension. Slow. Return to midline, knees together. And reverse. Extension. Abduction. External rotation. Flexion, pull that knee to the shoulder. Return to midline, knees together. One thing, if you're doing your cars on a regular basis, it's nice every once in a while to slow them right down, really focusing on each movement and what your tissue is doing as you perform your cars. Starting off with flexion, pulling the knee to the chest, opening up into abduction, nice, slow, and controlled. Internally rotating, pressing that knee back as far as we can, squeezing the glute, return to midline, knees together, and reverse. Extension, abduction, point that knee to the ceiling, external rotation, flexion, adduction, knees together. And again, the reason why a lot of our classes are focused on hips and spine is because we want to get that tissue healthier and reverse the effects of sitting. Most of us sit for most of our day, and so we want to make sure that we are keeping that tissue healthy by moving it. Going into extension, pressing the knee back, pointing to the ceiling, externally rotating, pulling that knee to the shoulder, returning to midline, knees together, and again, flexion, abduction, nice and slow, internal rotation, rotating that ankle behind the knee, pressing back into extension, squeeze that glute, return to midline, knees together, and reverse. You have extension, abduction, keep going slow, point the knee to the shoulder, pull that knee to the shoulder, return to midline, knees together, and last one here, flexion, abduction, slow, 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 internal rotation, extension, press that knee back, return to midline, knees together, and reverse. Squeeze your glutes, point the knee to the ceiling, externally rotating, pulling the knee to the shoulder, Return to midline, knees together. We're going to flip right back over to the other side. Okay, 3 more on each side, starting with flexion. Pulling the knee to the chest. Again, I want you to keep going slow. We've warmed up our hips, so you should have a little bit more control on this. It's abduction, internal rotation, pressing back into extension, down to midline, knees together, and reverse with extension. Squeeze the glute, straight up, externally rotating, nice and controlled, flexion, adduction, knees together, and again, flexion, super slow here, abduction, internal rotation, rotating that ankle behind the knee, pressing back into extension far as you can, squeeze the glute, return to midline, knees together, and reverse. Extension, abduction, external rotation, flexion, adduction, knees together. One more time. I want you to go nice and slow through this. Pulling that knee to the chest, opening up into abduction, internal rotation, rotating the ankle behind the knee, nice and slow. Pressing that knee back into extension. Should really feel the tissue on the lateral side of your hip working. Really going through the motions today. Abduction, external rotation, flexion, adduction, knees together. Flipping over to the other side. Okay, second set on this side. Flexion, abduction, internal rotation, extension, nice and slow, pressing that knee back, dropping down to midline, knees together, and reverse, extension, abduction, external rotation, flexion, adduction, knees together, and again, flexion, nice and smooth, internal rotation, extension, adduction, knees together, and reverse. Again, you're really going to start feeling that tissue on the lateral side of your hip. It's working hard. Flexion, adduction, knees together. We're just going to take a quick pause, let the blood flow into that tissue. And last rep here. Flexion, abduction, internal rotation, nice and slow. Control that movement. Press that knee back into extension. Return to midline. Knees together. Extension, abduction, external rotation, flexion, adduction, knees together. Okay. That's 2 sets of our hip cars. Now we're going to go to our thoracic spine cars. We're going to bounce between this and our cat-cow spine segmentation, and we're going to do 2 rounds. Starting off, hands on the shoulders. Tucking that rib cage down into flexion. Turning the shoulders to the side and rotating. Dropping the shoulder down nice and slow. Lateral flexion. Extending up to extension. Rotating to the other side. Dropping down nice and slow. Coming back around in front. Return to neutral. Starting again. Flexion. rotation, lateral flexion. Go nice and slow. Feel what's happening in your spine as you go through these movements. Extension, rotation, lateral flexion, back around in front, return to neutral, and here we go again. Flexion, rotation, lateral flexion, extension. Make these movements nice and smooth, going at a consistent pace. Lateral flexion, coming back around in front, and one more in that direction. Flexion, rotation, lateral flexion, extension, rotation, lateral flexion, coming back around in front, and now we'll go on the other side. Flexion, rotation, lateral flexion, nice and slow, extension, rotation, lateral flexion, back around in front, back to neutral, and again, flexion, nice, slow, and controlled, rotation, lateral flexion, extending up, flaring that rib cage, turning your shoulders to the side, dropping the shoulder down, coming back around in front, and one more time. Flexion, rotation, lateral flexion, extension, rotation, lateral flexion, back around in front. Okay, and we're going to go to our cat-cow spine segmentation next. On our hands and knees, hands directly beneath the shoulders, knees directly beneath the hips. We're going to start off by rotating our pelvis down towards the ground, putting our lumbar spine in extension, going nice and slow, pushing that belly button down, pushing the rib cage down, creating extension in our whole spine, pulling that chest up, pulling the chin up, looking up as high as you can. Pause and reverse, tucking the chin, tucking the head, pushing away from the ground, coming up through the upper back, pulling that rib cage in, pulling your belly button in, and tuck your tail between your legs, and we'll reverse. Starting with just the hips, rotating the hips down towards the ground. It's an anterior pelvic tilt, pushing the belly button down, pushing the rib cage down, going nice and slow, creating that wave up the spine, pulling that chest up, pulling the chin up, looking up as high as you can, and reverse. Tucking the chin, tucking the head, pushing away from the ground, coming up through the upper back, tucking that rib cage in, tucking the belly in, tucking your tail between your legs. And one more time, reverse. Rotating the pelvis down towards the ground, putting our lumbar spine in extension, pressing the belly down, then the rib cage, traveling up the spine, pulling that chest up, pulling your chin up, looking up as high as you can, and reverse, nice and slow. Tucking the head, pushing away from the ground, coming up through the upper back, tucking the rib cage, tucking the belly, and tucking your hips. And that looks like that's 15 minutes. So if you want to do another set with your cars, please rewind, do another set of your thoracic spine cars and your cat-cow spine segmentation. Thank you for joining. Thank you for making your health a priority. you like the class, please give it a thumbs up. Please share with anybody. Again, all you have to do is click the link and follow along. And I will see you tomorrow morning.